Hey guys, so as you can tell from the title what this video is about, it's gonna be a difficult one, so bear with me. I was debating whether or not to make this video, but you guys been with me for a while now, ever since I started making vlogs a couple months ago. My vlogs are all about what I do and big things that happen to me and even small things. So of course I wanted to share this as well because it just seemed right. Because it is a big part of my life, so why not share it with you guys, and it's kind of an update as well. So Daniel and I broke up about a few days ago. We've been having some issues. It just didn't work out so well. I wanted to work out, but it was a losing battle and I wasn't going to continue it. Emotionally it was too much, and all I would gain from it would be, you know, emotional scars, and I didn't want to get that. I think it was time to end it. With each fight that we had, it was really bad fights, and you know, it was hard to overcome them. It was hard to forget about them, but I think it was harder for Daniel to forget about them because it was really hurtful and painful. The fights that we had, I got over them and tried to not forget about it, but just try to take from it and learn from it and progress more with that relationship. But I think that with Daniel, it kind of stuck with him, and it kept going downhill for him while I thought we were going uphill. And so we both had different, you know, perspectives and views about our relationships. The fights that we had were the same fights over and over again, so I think that's why it seemed like it didn't work out. And I mean, it didn't. I tried to find traits in him that weren't there. I wanted him to be more emotional to me. I wanted him to be, you know, I wanted him to show that he was fighting for me and all that stuff, you know, things that girls like would look for in a guy, and I wasn't getting that. And I tried to force myself to believing that he had these qualities, which he didn't, and that's not his fault at all. It's just that's not the type of guy that he is, and it wasn't right for me to do that. So I kept fighting for something that wasn't there. As for him, I think that the more and more we fought, the less he was interested in us, and I wanted to keep going, but I could see that he didn't. And when two people are in two different places, it just doesn't work out that way. And unfortunately it didn't work out for us. We were together for about 1.5 years, and so it was a great relationship, something I'll never forget, a love I'll never forget. But in a relationship you have to be on the same page, and I think you have to have the same goals, you know, towards the relationship, which is, to me, would be to be together in the end. But you know, I don't think Daniel saw that, and that was what hurted me a lot. And I was trying to force that image in his head of us being together, but you know, I can't force my life into someone's life when I'm not wanted there. And I mean, that's not how it should be for any relationship. We saw each other this past weekend actually, and it didn't feel the same way. I noticed that we were, you know, just the relationship between us felt different. And I did say to him that I feel like we're not in the honeymoon phase anymore, and I just thought that it was because we were like settling in, and we had a fight like a few weeks before that, so you know, maybe we're just settling in. I don't know, I didn't think that the fight stuck through, but to him it did stick through, and it kept echoing through his head throughout the whole time, and I didn't know that. I thought that we were just, you know, becoming settled, comfortable with each other. Little did I know that he was thinking differently. It's funny to think that you can look at one situation and two people have completely different views of it and perspectives of it. People have different realities that they grow up with, and so when two people have two different realities that don't fit, it really hurts, you know, each person. You want that person, your partner, to see your reality, and you want them to share the same reality that you have. The other person wants it the same way, vice versa. But if it's not working out, then you know, it just is not working. Yesterday I went over our videos and pictures, just storing them all away, just condensing them all into one area and just storing them away. And as I watched through them, I watched like from the very first videos that we made and up until now, and I could kind of tell that we did change over the year. And of course every couple changes, but I just felt like seeing Daniel, I think that he looked less and less happy throughout the year. Like, I feel like I was losing him more and more after each fight that we had, and instead of him like piecing back together and starting anew, I think it was just continuous for him. I thought we were, for me, I thought we were, you know, patching everything together and then making room for something more, something new, and I think that it was different for him. So it's very hurtful to see where we started, but it just seemed like it was such a long time ago, and I still love Daniel and I always will, but even if we did get back together, I don't think that we could ever have that genuine happiness that we had before when we met each other. You know, people never change, so you know, we won't change for each other. You shouldn't, you know, change for anyone. What's funny was that last night I dreamt of us together, and that was really unfair of you, brain. Like, why did you have to do that? And in the dream, we were in this like log motel cabin thing, and we were laying together in bed just cuddling, and we were talking about the future, and we were planning for the future, like, oh, what kind of house would you like? Would you like a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom? It was something really silly, and I don't understand why my brain did that to me, but it made sense to me. I wanted a future with him because I could see him in the picture, but like I said, I don't think Daniel saw me in his picture. So you can't fight for what is not wanted, you know, for what's not there. I'll be alright, but the next couple of weeks, maybe months, will be very difficult for me. So please understand when I'm not uploading as much as I am, and I'm kind of absent. I need to focus on myself and just become me again, or even become a new me. I just need to be centered and balanced again, and it'll be a while until I find that. I know I'll never forget about Daniel. It's good to reminisce, think about all the good things that you've been through, all the experiences that you've been through, and just appreciate the fact that you got the chance to experience it. I feel grateful and, you know, very honored that I got to meet Daniel, and that we went through so many things that I've never, you know, done before. So if anything, I just want to thank Daniel for giving me an amazing relationship, and I'm sorry that we didn't work out, but maybe it was for the best. Things happen for a reason. You can't change fate. It may not have turned out the way I thought it would be, but that's, you know, the risk that you take when you meet someone. You never know what's going to happen, and with your relationship with that person, it really makes you live, because you experience all these new things that you might never would have before. Thanks for all your support, and especially the ones who've been talking to me and getting me through it. You know who you are. Thanks for listening through all my rants and my talking and all my crying face. But I love you guys. Thanks for being there for me.